Hi, it's Charlie from Oxford Brookes Library. In this video, I'm going to introduce you to the Common Market Law Review and show you how you can use it for your EU law modules. You might think, I've got a huge EU law textbook, so why do I need to read journal articles too? As I'm sure you've noticed, law is a constantly changing subject, and it's important to stay up to date. It might be several years before the next edition of your textbook is published, and in that time a lot may have changed. By contrast, journal publishing is an ongoing process. New articles are published multiple times a year, so it's a great way to see what's new in law. Journal articles often have a much narrower focus than books. You may find an article that talks in detail about one particular case. If that's a case you're using in your assignment, then that can be incredibly useful. You can see how important your module leaders think journal articles are if you look at your online reading lists. Most of them, including EU law, have journal articles on them. So the people that wrote your reading list, and these are also the people who mark your work, remember, really value journal articles. So we can see that journal articles are useful, but what's so special about this journal, the Common Market Law Review? It's one of the highest quality journals in the area of EU law. As discussed, journals help us stay up to date, and in the era of Brexit and other changes, this journal can help us stay up to date with EU law. It's also on your EU module reading list a lot. This demonstrates how useful your module leader thinks you'll find it. Imagine you saw a reference like this in your textbook and you wanted to find it. It will help you a lot if you know what's going on here. Firstly, look how they've shortened the journal name from Common Market Law Review to CML Rev. This is quite common, but these abbreviations can make it harder to decipher the references. All of the articles published each year are called a volume. This journal started in 1963 with volume 1. So by 2007, they're now up to volume 44. The articles are just published one after the other in the volume, without the page numbers restarting from 1 each time. So the number at the end tells you the start page of the article. Almost all of the journals that we use in law are available online, thanks to the library's subscriptions to lots of online services. You can see that because next to most articles on your online module reading list, there's a View Online button that will take you straight to the journal article. Next to articles from the Common Market Law Review, though, you won't see this button. That's because we subscribe to the print version of this journal, not the online version. And I'll show you how to find this on the shelves in a moment. But how do you know what's in the journal? The articles on your reading list are a good start, but maybe you want to go beyond that. If you take a volume of the journal off the shelf, you can use the contents page at the front to see what was published that year. What might be easier though is to use Westlaw. Westlaw will tell you about the existence of an article in the Common Market Law Review and let you read its abstract. You can then make a note of the reference and find it in the printed volumes in the library, and then you can read the full article, not just the abstract. This is how you can search the Common Market Law Review on Westlaw. I've gone to the Journals tab at the top of Westlaw and picked Journal Search. Can you see how I've used the journal title field at the bottom to specify the Common Market Law Review? I can now use the free text field and, if I want, the subject keyword field to search for a word or a concept in this journal. So, let's say you found an article on your reading list or an abstract on Westlaw and you want to find the full article in the Common Market Law Review. What next? Head to level -1 in HEADINGTON Library. That's one level below the forum. When you get to the bottom of the stairs, you've got our special collections and archives on your left, and then some regular library study space on your right. This is marked in yellow on the map. When you enter this area of the library, you'll see a display shelf on your left-hand side. This is where the most recent issues of journals are found, including the most recent issue of the Common Market Law Review. The older volumes are in the mobile shelving. We have volumes all the way back to 1972. You're looking for the number J341.242/C in the mobile shelving. When you find the right block of shelving, you press the button on the end of the block to make it open. The volumes of this journal are arranged in chronological order, and both the year and the volume number are written on the spine. If you're not sure how to use the mobile shelving, please do ask for help from our friendly library staff. You can't take the volumes of the Common Market Law Review out of the library, but you're welcome to take photos of pages or make photocopies or scans. There's a photocopier near the mobile shelving. I've popped a link below this video if you want to find out more about how photocopying and scanning work in the library. If you want more ideas or help with finding and using library resources for law, then head to the Course Resource Help page on the library website. I've popped a link to this and to some specific resources that you might find useful below this video. And, as always, feel free to get in touch with me if you get stuck.